Welcome to the Father of Understanding Gaming channel. Before you do anything, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. If you don't, I will send my Templars after you. I have a shitload of them, just ask the assassins. Welcome back to the Father of Understanding Gaming channel. Today we will be ranking the Father's favorite Assassin's Creed games. This is the Father's list, and not yours, so if you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Did you come here to hear your own opinion or that of someone else? If you came to hear your own, fuck off into a mirror. Now let's get into this video. Before the list starts, you need to know that I'm excluding Odyssey because that shit is fun, but it's not an Assassin's Creed game. Fuck you, Ubisoft. Now, this list will go from my least favorite to favorite. Sit back, turn the lights down low, get the lotion and some coarse napkins and shut the fuck up. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. This is by far my least favorite Assassin's Creed game. Black Flag has always gotten shit for the tailing missions, and while Brotherhood has fewer of those, you spend so much time following an ally or something along those lines this entire game that it is almost completely unplayable for me. If you mix a bad mission structure with an ugly world, unlikable characters and a villain that is the most boring in the series, you will get Brotherhood. I'm so sad that this Temper turned out to be so awful. I should have fired him a long time ago. All of the above mentioned things and the fact that Ezio has got to be the most boring protagonist in the series, and you will have my least favorite Assassin's Creed game. Assassin's Creed 2. Oh yes, I bet this one is going to piss off all you little Ezio loving, bootlicking, assassin dick groping motherfuckers. This is the ugliest, blandest Assassin's Creed game ever made. I absolutely hate Ezio in the game. I can't stand how he has this attitude in the opening and the first few missions, and then a time jump while training with Mario changes his attitude toward things. That's not character development, that is laziness. I did not care for the mission structure, the world, the ugly color palette, any of the side characters, the story, the villain, any of the side content. This entire game is boring from top to bottom, and not something I would recommend to my worst enemy. Assassin's Creed 3. Holy shit on a stick. Do you know what wasted potential is? It's this game. Do you know what annoying protagonist is? It's Connor. This game had a wonderful setting, a great idea and so much that could be done, but instead of either letting us play the entire game as Haytham, or making Connor even halfway likable, they made the Anakin Skywalker of Assassin's Creed a whining, bitchy little baby. The missions are all fine and dandy in this one. The story is nothing to write home to your mother about. She is probably face down in a pillow right now anyway. I honestly don't remember a single side character's name except for Achilles, and it has not been that long since I played this one again. This game suffers mostly from two things. 1. The bait and switch with Haytham and Connor, and 2. Being truly boring when you finally get to play as the protagonist of the game. It did introduce the ship combat though, which earns it a few points. Even shit can sometimes taste good, I guess. Assassin's Creed. What a wonderful game this was 13 years ago. Today, however, it's a steaming pile of assassin shit. You can't replay a series for a set of videos and not account for how it works in the year you do it in. The father went back into Assassin's Creed with hopes that all the lies and the propaganda would be fun, but it was not. This is the only game in the series that can tie two for being uglier than sin itself. Mix that with terrible controls, bad climbing, the most annoying enemy in the series, boring story that is predictable even for a 4-year-old, and you've got a game that spends too much time out of the animus and the rest of its time being garbage. The only saving grace of this game is a great protagonist. The father did like the main character, but is glad that he is dead because he is an assassin. Assassin's Creed Rogue. The father enjoyed the shit out of this game. If you play any Assassin's Creed game, it should be this one. Those assassins tried to hide this one so the public would not see it, but it got out. The story of a great man who escaped the assassin's ways and became a Templar to help the world. It's epico. Slap like now if you agree. The game had a fun story, a likable main character and decent enough side characters. It shines the most as a Black Flag clone though, as you sail around and wreak havoc in your ship. It won't go down in history as the best Assassin's Creed game, but definitely one of the most fun and memorable. It came as a surprise, and it was refreshing to the series up to this point. Assassin's Creed Revelations. This game right here is what the Ezio trilogy should have been. This game is leagues ahead of the other two games with the same protagonist, likable side characters, a fun, nice looking world, a good story, nice mission structure. The villain fell flat, but that's okay, because for once Ezio wasn't the worst thing in the world. The father actually likes him in this game. If you only play a single Ezio game in 2020 or beyond, let it be this one, because at least you won't be bored to death 20 minutes in. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. The father adores this game. It has one of his favorite antagonists of the series in it in Crawford Starrick. Lovable side characters, great side content, a wonderful city to explore. Possibly the best side character in the whole series, and still to this day it has the father's favorite combat in it. The city is absolutely wonderful and so much fun to explore. If you forgot you have a grappling hook. This one has two protagonists in it. Twins. The female twin is annoying, and to buy the book, while her brother is hilarious, witty, charming and could be a national treasure if it wasn't for the fact that he was an assassin. The game also sports a fun skill tree and wonderful upgrades for your gang. The father highly suggests you check out this propaganda in 2020. Assassin's Creed Origins. My word, this game is beautiful, amazing and fun. It has possibly the best world of any Assassin's Creed game, a fantastic story and mission structure, side content for hours and hours, but most importantly it has Bayek. You will be hard pressed to find an assassin that has better dialogue and voice acting than this one, not to mention he is more likable than almost any of the other characters. This is helped by the fact that his wife Aya is in the game, and you see them together quite often being adorable and shit. This is the game that changed the Assassin's Creed formula into what it is today, and at the time it was refreshing and fun. Origins revived the series, just when it needed it most. The father says you absolutely should not miss this game. Assassin's Creed Unity. Oh yes, that's right, oh yes, oh yeah, deal with it. Unity is the father's second favorite Assassin's Creed game. It's beautiful to look at even in 2020. It runs wonderfully. I don't care what anyone says, the father never had issues with the game, but that's probably because you idiots were running it on a 1920s Assassin toaster when it released, so suck it. The game is fun in every aspect. The father adores both protagonists Inanno and Elise. The villain sucks tatters, but that's mostly because he failed me and allowed the assassins to win. The story, side content, gear, characters, combat, all of it is wonderful to the maximum. The game is easily one of the most unforgettable Assassin's Creed experiences ever, and should not be missed by assassins and Templars alike. Another small side note is that the father enjoyed the love story with the protagonists. Fuck yourself if you didn't, this is my list. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Of course there was never going to be anything else in this spot. This is not only the best Assassin's Creed game, but one of the father's favorite games of all time. It is not without its flaws, especially in the bug department, but the game is truly wonderful regardless. The best protagonist, the best story, the best side characters, the best ship combat, the best exploration, the best side content, the best dialogue. Do I need to continue? Anything this game does, it does the best in the series. Even the ending was the best, with all the things Edward saw, the sad music and everything that made up the ending. It was the best the series has ever been, and will possibly ever be. I don't think they will ever top it, even with Valhalla. If you only play a single Assassin's Creed game in your lifetime, let it be this one. That's the list. Thank you for joining the Father of Understanding for a little while today. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and go ahead and bitch about the list in the comments below, you wankers. Hope you motherfuckers have a good day.